Here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Nintendo Land, and as you can see, we are continuing the series, Who Would Be the Best in Smash. This time we have all Bowsers throughout the Mario universe and all the Mario games to see which Bowser could be the best in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now before we get started, keep in mind that we're not necessarily picking the most overpowered just because he's big and has a really special attack, but we're looking at the one with the most moveset potential and the one that would be the most fun and also the best player for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now before we get started, in the comments below, comment which Bowser you think will come out on top. As well, like the video if you enjoyed to help it to grow, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I really would appreciate it. Thank you guys, now let's get into the list. Now we're going to be going 3 at a time, and we first get a look at our 3 classic Bowsers. Mario Bros. 1, 3, and Super Mario World. And let's face it, Mario Bros. 1 isn't really that great. All he does is throw hammers and shoot some fireballs. He can be kind of difficult thanks to the 2D aspect of the game, but he's not that fun regardless. In Super Mario Bros. 3, all he does is jump and slam on the ground to break bricks. But it's not until Super Mario World where he finally gets a clown car, which could have a lot of options just like his son, Bowser Jr. in Smash Ultimate. So for the heck of it, I gave Super Mario World Bowser the win. Bowser from Super Mario 64 was very underpowered and walked incredibly slow to Mario. Yes, he did have some small sprints and spread fire, but that was it. In Super Mario Sunshine, he just sat in a giant gooey green hot tub. But in Super Mario Sunshine, there was a giant Mecha Bowser, apparently maybe created by Bowser Jr., but this is giant robot Bowser that's shooting bullet bills, shooting fire out, and I just think he would have technically more of an advantage even though he'd be gigantic in Smash. I'm going to give him the benefit of doubt. In New Super Mario Bros. DS, Bowser acts the same exact way from the original Mario Bros., just maybe a little bit more difficult, and his son is with him, so there's really not much here. But in Super Mario Galaxy, oh my goodness, Bowser turned up the intensity. He changes into multiple different forms. First a giant boulder, then he uses his shell as a giant rolling spike ball, and then eventually he takes Mario to another planet and has a giant climactic fight where he tries to punch Mario, hit him with fireballs, and even stomp on top of him from high in the air. This Bowser would have a really good opportunity to do well. And once again, in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Bowser is just Bowser, but he does get very large at the end, but even with him being very big, it kind of just represents his final smash that's already in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, so we're not going to include him. In Super Mario Galaxy 2, Bowser once again gets bigger, but he actually uses punches to try to hit Mario and other meteorites and falling objects, which is still very similar to Bowser's final smash now, but I'm going to give him the benefit of doubt here, because in 3D Land, he is the same exact Bowser, just chases Mario through like an obstacle course, and in New Super Mario Bros. 2, Bowser just gets big for no reason and is in the background firing fireballs and nothing more than that. New Super Mario Bros. U Bowser once again just gets big for really no reason, but it's not until 3D World where we again start to see things go up. He turns into Meowser, which is pretty cool where he can scale buildings and even duplicate himself with a double cherry, which would be really cool. And then you obviously have Odyssey where he has the magic hat with punching gloves and he's able to box people and even wear the hat and throw it in different types of forms, such as spiked hats or even throw giant boulders. We now get into the RPG aspect of things with Mario RPG, and we have Bowser's special attacks where he's able to summon all sorts of things like a giant boo, a rock of stone to come up and hit them from underneath, and even a giant Mecha Koopa, so it's kind of crazy all the abilities that he has here. In Paper Mario 64, Bowser gets his hands on the Star Rod, which makes him incredibly powerful, but not even that, for a limited amount of time, invincible, so he would be incredibly strong in Smash. And in Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, his moveset is kind of dumbed down. He has the simple jump and hop and breathing fire and maybe a claw swipe, but the only thing that makes him a little different here is he has Kammy Koopa with him. Super Paper Mario Bowser is kind of in that same boat where he's a really good tank of a character for the game itself, but for Smash, he probably wouldn't have a great moveset. Sticker Star Bowser just summons a lot of enemies to protect him, but even when he gets big, it's just another basic giant Bowser fight where he'll swing at you every now and then and you'll just have to dodge, so nothing big here. Color Splash Bowser gets to be consumed in evil black paint, and he can actually spawn things from this paint, like enemies and even giant hammers. He can even drain all the paint from his body to land a devastating attack. Now moving on to the Mario and Luigi games, even though Bowletta looks very creepy and wrong, she doesn't really have that many crazy attacks. She can make shooting stars fall down and some weird lava balls thing, but that's about it. The rookie version of Bowser is just very boring. He throws these super slow hammers and he just does whatever Popple tells him to, so nothing here. Now Partners in Time Bowser could be really cool if and only if he had Bowser Jr. as part of his moveset, because they, like Mario and Luigi, also have Bros attacks, or I guess you'd call them Koopa attacks, but they're pretty well designed attacks nevertheless. Bowser's Inside Story Bowser is actually really good, and I'm actually going to combine him and Dark Bowser and both give them a pass because they have similar moves. They're both able to summon tons of enemies for different attacks, and they have lots of abilities to even get bigger. Well, at least the original Bowser can get bigger, and he's actually big for a reason this time because he has a very powerful punch and he can block lots of attacks and even breathe some heavy fire. Dream Team Bowser has really cool dream attacks thanks to the help of Phantasma, but it's not until he gets Giant where you really see his true potential of Giant Bowser. I'll get into how great this battle is in another time, but man, he has so many attacks and it's all so fluid when he fights Luigi by tossing him, jumping on him, summoning enemies, and he's just a really good contender in this game. Dream Team Bowser and Dreamy Bowser I put together because they're essentially the same character. Dreamy Bowser is just the upgraded version, but as cool as he looks on this cool like rainbow skin tone, he really doesn't do much. He summons tons of enemies, but lots of the time he just sits in the background and heals himself as those enemies fight for him. Papercraft Bowser is just a Papercraft Bowser with a whole bunch of enemies picking him up and moving him around all over the grid. That's it. Shiny Robo Bowser was another one that just looked pretty cool to me, and that's pretty much it. He was pretty easy to take down and just knock off his armor. He kind of looks like a soccer goalie to me. I don't know. This is weird. I don't like the head part, but besides that, you know, he's not that great. For Dry Bowser, I'm using Paper Gem's Extra Boss, and he pretty much references all the other Dry Bowsers. He throws bones, and he can also throw his head, just different parts of his body. He's really weak. And of course, we gotta have some stupid ones. I mean, you got the stupid cartoon version of Bowser here. They call him King Koopa, and he just dresses up as some type of pop culture reference every episode with his Koopalings. It's terrible.
Koopa-Con the Magnificent!
You got that real-life movie adaptation I'm not even gonna talk about, Mario's Hotel Bowser. And last but not least, you have Dr. Bowser, which could actually be pretty cool. You know, he could be kind of like Dr. Mario. You know, I'm giving him a chance. Alright, I hope you guys made your comments because I'm going to reveal the final 4 Bowsers. Starting off with Super Mario Galaxy Bowser, Mario and Luigi Partners in Time Bowser, Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story Bowser, and Super Mario 3D World Meowser. The first one leaving the list is Mario and Luigi Partners in Time Bowser. I just don't see Nintendo letting him use his son in battle since Bowser Jr. is already in the game. It would be really cool for him and his son to team up in a cool moveset, but just the fact that he's already in kind of kills it for him. The next one to leave is Super Mario Galaxy. Yes, he turned into some cool things, but he still had kind of an overall Bowser battle boss fight where he tried to stomp on Mario and even punch him, and it didn't really do anything unique like the other two. But the winning Bowser of the contest is Bowser's Inside Story. Bowser's Inside Story Bowser has so much potential because of all the enemies that he can command at his own will. He can create all kind of bros moves himself and even get gigantic if, we'll say, Chippy and the bros are inside him doing the magic in his stomach. But when he gets big, he actually fights pretty hard, and it's pretty different than any of his other fights. So congrats to Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story Bowser. I wanted to thank you guys for coming in today. I'm so happy that you guys love this series. I love to carry it on and create all kinds of different charts with different characters. But of course, in order for me to do that, I need to know which one you guys want to see next. And also, I need you guys to like this video to get it out there. But which one do you want to see next? I know lots of you guys have commented for Ganondorf from The Legend of Zelda. So if there's anybody else or anyone you'd rather see, go ahead and put him in the comments below. And whoever's the most utilized and most commented will get used for the next video. But like always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate each and every single one of you guys for tuning in to all my videos, and especially those with the notifications on. But before I go and see you in the next one, I'll leave you with a little special video.
Come on, Rufflehead, let's see what you're made of.